Ramaswamy from Assumption English High School, Hiriyu, Chitradurga. Today I am going to teach a subject on social science. Social science. The topic is Advent of Europeans to India. Advent of Europeans to India. So in this topic, the most important points we learn that the trade relation between India and European countries. The second, arrival of Europeans to India. The third point is Carnatic Wars. And finally you learn about the Battle of Plassey, the Battle of Buxar and dual governments. So now we learn one by one. So the first concept is the trade relation between India and Europe. India and Europe. Yes, this is the first concept we learn, and it shows this advent of Europeans to India. So in the beginning, both countries, both India and European countries had trade relations since ancient period. Since ancient period. And during those ancient period, they had a more demand for the Indian spices. Indian spices were more profitable in the European markets. The most important spices are pepper, ginger, cardamom, and other spices were more demandable in European markets. They got more profits, so they tried to enter India through some land routes. So these products were exported to European markets through Persian Gulf, Red Sea and other sea routes. And Constantinople was the main center. It was a trade route between East and West. So that is India and the European countries. So what happened here? Once this Constantinople was conquered by Ottoman Turks. So these Ottoman Turks conquered this Constantinople in 1453. So when they conquered this Constantinople, I told you that Constantinople is the links between India and European countries. So when this Constantinople was blocked in 1453, they controlled over this Constantinople and they blocked the land route between East and West. And these Ottoman Turks levied heavy taxes or many taxes on the goods from East to West. So other European groups, they wanted to reach India at any cost because they got more profits from the Indian spices. So now they tried to found some other ways. For this, they started to invent new scientific instruments. So according to that, they invented mariner's compass, astrolabe, map, and some other naval equipment, because they need, when we move from one place to another place through the sea routes, we need this. So they invented all this and they tried to reach India. So according to that, finally they invented a sea route by the Portuguese. And so after this Portuguese reached to India, the other groups they are entered to India. And when the Portuguese reached here, they monopolized the trade in India. They monopolized over sea routes. And many years they settled here and they started their trade. So according to that, the first group is Portuguese, which came to India. So we can say that which is the first European group reached India for trade. So that is Portuguese. Portuguese is the first group to reach India. That Vasco da Gama, by his efforts, he reached to Calicut. Calicut is in Kerala. So he reached Calicut in 1498. So this is how the Portuguese entered India. Yes, this Calicut is in Kerala. So this is Kerala, Calicut is here. Calicut, this is Calicut. So they reached India in 1498. That is Vasco da Gama. He reached in 1498. So he stayed in India number of days and he returned to his country. So next other Portuguese were there arrived. So that is the second concept we study here. So now we go to the second concept, that is the arrival of European groups. The second concept is arrival of Europeans to India. Europeans to India. Okay. So now first we see that who are Europeans? The most important European group which came to India were Portuguese, French, Dutch and British. So how they came to India here? I told that who came here? Portuguese, secondly Dutch, British and French. There were a number of European groups were there, but who came to India for trade? So these groups came to India, that is Portuguese, Dutch, British and French. So now we'll see that one by one how these Portuguese came to India. I told you that the first European group who came to India was Portuguese. Who invented sea route? That Vasco da Gama. He invented sea route in 1498. When he came here, he settled a number of days in India and he returned to his country, Portugal. And later on, number of Portuguese came to India. The first, that Francisco de Almeida. Francisco de Almeida. Francisco de Almeida was followed after Vasco da Gama. So when he came to India, he was a viceroy. He came as a viceroy of Portuguese in India. So when he came here, he introduced a number of policies. So one of the most important policy was Blue Water Policy. Blue Water Policy. So Blue Water Policy was introduced by Francisco de Almeida. So according to this, what is this Blue Water Policy? So Blue Water Policy means supremacy or establishing a supremacy over sea. So in the beginning they had a supremacy over land route. So now according to the Blue Water Policy they had established a supremacy over sea. And after this Francisco Almeida, another Portuguese came. He came as another important person. So that is Alfonso de Albuquerque. Alfonso de Albuquerque. Albuquerque. So when he came to India, he made a number of developments, and we can say that he is the real founder of Portuguese Empire in India. Portuguese Empire in India. Portuguese Empire in India, and he waged war. So in 1510, he tried to conquer Goa. Goa was, see here, Goa. This is you know that it is a small state here. This is Goa. So this Goa was under the control of Bijapur Sultans. So he waged war against whom? That Bijapur Sultans. He waged war against Bijapur Sultans in 1510, and he won the war and conquered Goa, and he made it as administrative center. Who made this Goa as administrative center? This Alfonso de Albuquerque. So this is how the British arrived to India. So next, another group, that Dutch. So another European group who came to India. So now we'll see that how these Dutch, they entered India and what the developments they made here. The Dutch were the second group who came to India for trade. For the trade purpose, they started the United East India Company. United East India Company. So it was also called as Dutch East India Company. Dutch East India Company. This United East India Company or Dutch East India Company was established in 1602. 1602. Actually, this is Dutch are from Netherlands. Netherlands, or it is also called as Holland. The people from Holland or Netherlands were called Dutch. When they established the United East India Company, they started to construct some factories for the trade purpose, and they started to construct the warehouses. Those warehouses were also called as factories. They called themselves as factories. And first time they established their warehouse at Surat. Surat was the first factory. So Surat is here. This is Surat. This is Surat. They started first their factory here, and later on they started the factories in some other places like Broch, Masalipattanam, Kochi, and other places. Later on, unable to face the other groups like Portuguese, British, and French, they are unable to face them. So they moved to Southeast Asian countries, and they settled there for a number of years. So this is how the Dutch came to India and how they settled in some other places. Okay. Now we'll go to the third group who came to India, English. Now we'll see that how this English or British they settled or how they arrived. The concept is arrival. So now we'll see how they arrived. British, we can call them as British and also sometimes English. Okay, we will see how they came to India. So you know that those days that Queen of England was Queen Elizabeth. She was the Queen of England, and she gave a charter, that is a written permission to the British to start trade centers in India. So according to that, they started British East India Company in India for the trade purpose. So this British East India Company was started on 1600 December 31st. They started this British East India Company, and according to this company, they encouraged the trades. When the British came here, the Mughals were the most important rulers. They had to ask the permission of these Mughals. The Mughal king was Jahangir. Jahangir was the Mughal emperor. The British got a permission from Jahangir to start trade in India. So according to that, they got a royal permission to establish factories. And according to their permission, first time they started their factory at Surat. They established a factory at Surat. And later on, they started a number of factories in different places. Say example, Agra. You know that Agra. So here, this is Agra, nearby Delhi. So this is Agra. In Agra, they established another factory, and Ahmedabad, they started another factory at Ahmedabad, and another place called Broch. So in these places, they started factories. And there is a, see here, this is in Madras. This is Madras. So once what happened, they conquered Madras. Which place? Madras. They conquered Madras, and they constructed a fort. The fort was called as Fort William. Fort William was constructed by British around Madras. And later on, another fort called St. George Fort was started to encourage their trades. And as the period went on, they started to control over Bombay, Madras, and Calcutta. They made them as the centers of trading, and they become presidencies, British presidencies. And later on, during 18th century, the British made this Calcutta as the capital. Calcutta became capital of British during 18th century. So this is how the British arrived to India. So next group, the last group is French. So we will see that how the French came to India. French. Children, remember the first European group was Portuguese and the last European group who came to India for trade was French. So as Dutch East India Company and British East India Company they established, so likewise that French also established the French East India Company for the trade. So this French East India Company was established in 1664. 1664. So according to this French East India Company, they also started the first factory at Surat. They established a factory at Surat. So it was established in 1668. 1668. And later on, they established some other factories, for example in Mahe, Masalipattinam, and other places. So other places are Karaikal, Kasim Bazar, Balasur. So these are the important places where they started their factories. Okay. And finally in 1674, Valikanandapuram was under the control of Muslims. So this Valikanandapuram was conquered by these British in 1674 and they named it as Pondicherry. They named it as Pondicherry and they made Pondicherry as the center of the trade, trading center or administrative center. So this is how these different groups, different European groups, they came to India. Okay. Children, today we have learnt these points. Are you enjoyed this? Yes. In the next class, we learn about Carnatic Wars and Battle of Plassey, Battle of Buxar and Duel Garden. Yes. In today's class, we learnt the trade relation between India and Europe and the arrival of different European groups, that is Portuguese, Dutch, English and French. Dear students, please like and share my video and welcome to Assumption English High School. Thank you for watching this lesson.